Let's get it on. Drum Technique Academy family, good morning. We are back with another Facebook Live session. Surprise guest today, Mr.
Eugene.
Eugene the Kid Ryabchenko is back. Today's topics for the next 45 to 60 minutes are: number one, basic principles of the foot technique of Kevin Paradis. Basically, he's using the ankle technique, but there are one or two little tweaks that he uses that make him as good as he is. First big topic. Second topic, we announced that we're gonna talk about David Diebold's foot technique in detail, but since David is showing up next week for the Facebook Live lesson, so he's here personally, he's gonna be here personally next week, so we're gonna focus on his foot technique next week when he's here. We're gonna dissect it in detail. So the main thing, let's play again. If you want to start using that technique, try working on it at slower tempos and raise your heel extremely high. I'm gonna talk about the advantages in a minute. So just to give you a detail, some example of that. If I play at a slower tempo, it would look something like this. Remember, everything's coming from the ankle. That's like really slow tempo, just coming from the ankle. If you increase the tempo, you still want to keep your heel as high as before.
Kind of helped me a little bit then with the technique, but it's still kind of a struggle, And especially if I sit close and high, then, when I'm going to be just playing super fast stuff and using a lot of pressure, from my whole body weight or legs, like using, the pressure swivel, then I'll be really... But honestly, it's not a very pleasant feeling, to be honest. I prefer to sit definitely further away. So let me just sit a bit further back, and I'm gonna lower the chair. But as you can see, my heel is definitely lower. And all of this actually depends on a couple of things. Honestly, it's still a key point actually to applying this pressure. Let me just talk for a second about this technique, is the position of the legs.